Hey, yo, Papa Willie, you got Big Pepper Mortal Biggie, Triple A WWE, Boston Chris dumping all of your tea, TNA with the ultimate D, AEW with Papa Willie, the sweet music, the sweet music, the sweet music, the sweet music, the sweet music.
What is the biggest ick?
People like wrestling.
You can suck my fucking dick!
Well, new year, same old Papa Wheelie. Everybody, we're back from the holiday break. How we doing? Biggie, Shaq, Papa Wheelie, Beckerman. Let's talk some wrestling. Hope everybody's holidays were good. And
hey, everybody.
And just like that, next week I won't be here. I don't know if these guys will be here, but I'll have local wrestling. Very excited as always. I like going to my local matches. And I got to see some of my guys on TV last night. And one of the guys that'll be at this show is now signed with AEW. They announced it yesterday. You know how they do those social media, like the immortal Biggie Shaq is all elite.
Yep.
They do a post like that when they sign you. Well, anyway, around here he's known, and in TNA he was known as Jake something, but now I think his real name is Jake Doyle, and that's what they're calling him.
Cool. Sounds exciting.
Yeah. Anybody signs a contract, that's pretty cool, right?
Hell yeah.
Make some money. But yeah, speaking of AEW, it happened maybe like a week or so. Did anybody see Darby Allin's brother's deal?
No, I didn't see it.
Okay. So I don't understand like the younger generation's need to make everything a spectacle. You know, like you'll see those gender reveal parties for babies and like people are blowing themselves up and stuff. This is kind of like that, except for Darby Allin's brother was proposing to his girlfriend in an abandoned swimming pool, and Darby was with him because Darby was part of it, because Darby set him on fire. And then he got on one knee and they gave her a fire extinguisher. Darby handed her a fire extinguisher. And if she said yes, she was supposed to put him out. Well, she left him there to burn because she got freaked out or something happened and dropped the fire extinguisher and ran away.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Did he die?
No, but Darby had to put him out, and it was a big, because here's the part they didn't think about. They're on concrete, right? So stop, drop, and roll is what he tried to do initially to put it out. But that don't really work so well on concrete because you're not creating, the concrete's too open, right? The earth can, like if you were on grass or something, you could roll around on it and smother the flames, right? But yeah, apparently in concrete it doesn't work as effectively, so he just kept burning and Darby put him out.
What an idiot.
Yeah. Kind of what I was thinking.
Did she end up saying yes or no, or
I guess they're not getting married.
They're not.
Gist of Darby posted the video on Instagram and said, marriage proposal gone wrong. I guess it wasn't meant to be.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks too. Yeah. Okay.
Who would have ever thought, Biggie, that lighting yourself on fire was a bad idea?
I don't know. In the name of love, you must have really loved that girl.
I guess. Yeah, I certainly wouldn't have done it. But anyway, did you guys watch any wrestling this week? Pop? Monday Night Raw?
Oh, Monday Night Raw action, Pop?
Well, I know Biggie watched it.
I watched a couple things, yeah.
At one point.
I watched the smack the taste out of his mouth, and I saw the Punk match.
Yep. And now, is the Papa Wheelie, is it true CM Punk has a concussion from that match? Is that real? Or is it a work?
I didn't even notice Punk got hurt.
Well, do you think maybe it was on one of those botched Frankensteiners?
I mean, maybe. I thought that Braun got the worst of those, but I don't know. Possible. He's working Ryback Jr., you know. A little Ryback Jr. action going on.
Yeah, I mean, maybe a little overeager, right?
Reports are yes. I don't know.
I was thinking, like, he really made, you know, chicken salad out of horse manure out of that match, honestly, the way he was flipping and flopping around. I think CM Punk's been carrying people all year, honestly. I'm really impressed with Punk. Sad he got hurt, if he did get hurt.
Sorry, I had a friend call me. I'm just texting him that I'm on a live stream. Actually, Biggie, you know this friend. It's Burke Nasty.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, just drop me a line. Well, he was calling. I don't know what he wanted. I just texted him, tell him I'm on a live stream. I'll call him back. But yeah, I'll be honest. I didn't watch a ton of Raw, but I did watch all of AEW last night.
Oh, I missed that, yeah.
It was, I think it's getting better. I know Pop's not a fan. And I can see why you don't like it, Papa Wheelie, because the storylines aren't good. Some of the, I don't know what happened to Mercedes Moné. I didn't ever think she was really good, but she's downright stinky actress in this. She did like one of the worst cake spots I've ever seen. Like, she flung herself so hard at the cake, I thought she was going to break her nose. But she did it in an awkward, bad acting sort of way. And then she, like, tried to stand there and cry afterwards.
Oh.
It was weird. It was bad. It was, like, bad, like soap opera acting. The Young Bucks match with Jack Perry. One thing I'll say about Jack Perry, I don't understand. I know he's like really into knives. Apparently, he makes knives on TikTok and YouTube. Like he likes to blacksmith in his own time and sells his knives. But the whole idea where he comes to the ring with a knife sheath, but they must have cracked down on him and said, like, you can't like have a fixed blade at ringside. You know, what if somebody grabbed it, whatever. Who knows? So he just carries an empty sheath with him, and that's weird to me, right? Like, that's kind of lame. I think you should stop doing that. Maybe get rid of it. Well, your Jungle Jack Perry, you know, like, why not carry a boomerang or something you could actually bring with you, right?
Do a gimmick knife that don't cut anybody. Can't you do that? Maybe it's some kind of rule you can't have anything that looks like a knife. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe they won't let them have a weapon. I don't know. But it looks really dumb just having an empty knife sheath. Young Bucks, I thought, put on a good match. The guys they were working, Ricochet with any of them was really good. I'm not as big into the Gates of Agony. They're a little clunky, a little green, but I mean, Young Bucks worked their match, their style of match with them. A lot of high flying, hippie, flippy stuff, you know.
Nice. Yeah, Young Bucks are great. You think they'll ever get to the WWE? You think they'll get to do the big show eventually?
At this point, I don't think so. Why would you? I mean, they're one of the highest paid. When they signed their initial AEW deal, they were getting paid more than Nash and Hall were back in the day. So, and I don't know if they still are, but Pop, I think their contract makes them the highest paid tag team of all time, right?
I think they still should go. money and everything.
I'm just saying, I don't think WWE would match that offer, and probably wouldn't give them the level of freedom they have. So
no, absolutely not. But I think that they could get some good money. But there really isn't a good tag team division. But I just feel like it's like John Buscema, right? Like, he's a great artist and shit, but he wanted to do Superman before he passed away. Even Sting, you know, like Sting didn't have to come, but he came. You know, I think they will come eventually.
Yeah. Oh, we got. Oh, Boston Chris is backstage.
So I don't know what I fully wanted into. I think it was talking about the Young Bucks jumping to WWE. They would get buried in WWE. It would be that would be the worst move they could make for their careers.
Okay.
Plus,
you don't think they would want to?
I don't think they want to be anywhere where Cody's on top too, because like remember that relationship didn't end well.
Well, and then the other thing too is that you also have CM Punk there, and they got an actual fight with him. So it's just like, yeah, like if they went to WWE, they would literally get buried.
We're all friends at one time, man. They can get over this shit, dude.
Oh, I highly doubt it. Like that was a legitimate fight.
Punk would work with them. He said it. He said many times at that time. He's like, why don't we book this into an angle and I'll make a lot of money doing it? Like, I think Punk has shown that he'll work with people that he's butted heads with in the past. Look at him and Seth Rollins right now.
Totally.
Yeah. Well, I think at this point, I mean, he's kind
Money's
of
money, dude.
Yeah,
we're safe. Fuck it.
I think CM Punk wouldn't be the problem. I think the problem would be the Young Bucks. I don't think they'll swallow their pride.
That could be an ongoing thing we got. We'll see if they ever do, dude. Like, if AEW would shut down, which I don't think they would, I bet they would. But even with them staying open, I have a feeling next 3-4 years they might take a stab at it. I mean, what the fuck? Why not?
All right.
Just because
Willie has something to say.
Yeah.
I mean, at midnight. Go ahead.
Sasha went to shit after she went to you. WWE kinda helped her a lot, I think. Beckerman, did you just give the Young Bucks props?
I did.
Let's be romantic and let's get myself unfair while I propose.
Oh yeah, he was catching up on all her stuff. So Boston Chris, it's a few days behind us, but are you aware of Darby Allin's Instagram and his brother's proposal where he set himself on fire?
No.
Yeah, Darby Allin set his brother on fire to help him do a wedding proposal to his girlfriend, and the whole gimmick was, which if you think about it, is kind of toxic at its roots. Darby sets him on fire. The guy gets on one knee, and then Darby hands the girl a fire extinguisher and says, if you put him out, that's the same as saying I do. And instead of any of that, she flips the heck out, drops the fire extinguisher, runs away, and then Darby has to put his brother out because apparently stop, drop, and roll doesn't work at the bottom of an empty pool. Because concrete, doesn't absorb the fire like, ground would.
Yeah. I mean, it's just that, all right. In terms of all that, like, because I'm hearing about all this right now, like that is probably the worst idea I've heard in a long time.
Yeah, it's a really dumb idea. We kind of covered it, but yes, if you have any quick reacts to it, and hi to Kenneth Bird.
And so now this was obviously filmed, right? So
yes, on Instagram if you want to go watch it.
Like, so for anybody who wants to have an extravagant proposal, there's a better way to do it than that. Don't do it that way. On top of that, too, he's really lucky that his brother is his brother. Because I mean, even if I was his friend and it ended up being like it turned out to be like that, I'd be like, I think I'm pressing charges, Darby. Not gonna lie to you. That's kind of ridiculous. Like this did not go how I wanted it to go. Like at this point, like I would be afraid if he was in creative, like wrestling against him. I'd be like, all right, we're not going. Any creative you have, we're not using because you're fucking crazy. Like literally, you're crazy. Like at this point, it's ridiculous. Like he's got a death wish, it seems, because he loves taking like just really bad bumps to the point where it's just like you're gonna get hurt really badly. It's like, no, it'll be fun. The fans will love it. Like, but you won't be able to walk anymore.
So, speaking of Darby, last night AEW, I was talking about AEW because I watched the Punk main event on Raw, and we can talk about that in a little bit. But and we did kind of mention that Punk is allegedly concussed from that.
Yeah,
I think that's real, right? Anymore, I never know what to believe.
Yeah, I don't believe him.
I would assume that's a real thing, the concussion.
Well, anyway, I watched AEW in its entirety. So I was kind of talking about that. Darby Allin was on AEW, and he did this weird gimmick where he's like trying to get a match with Pac.
Yes.
The guy formerly known as Neville. And he drags Pac into a doorway to outside, like in the back warehouse. And he wedges his leg. Yeah, and threatens to slam the door and shatter his ankle. But like Pac's just kind of laying there. Darby's doing nothing to keep him on the ground, right? He's just
I saw that.
They're menacing him with a door. And then the second like he gets the agreement, he runs away because Pac's like, fine, you've got your match. And like I think Pac starts shouting out stipulations in the match. It was a really bizarre scene. It was probably one of the low points of the show for me because I was like, what the hell is going on here? Then the writers show up.
Exactly.
So you watched this, right?
I watched it. I couldn't believe what I was watching for a little bit.
Did you see that after Darby runs away because he gets his match?
And they just stand there.
Cesaro kicks the door like the door did something to hurt his buddy.
And not even just that. Because I felt the same way. I'm like, all right, Pac is not, I would say height-wise the biggest guy, but he's a hell of a lot bigger than Darby. So the fact he would have just snatched his leg and be like, I'll break it on you. I'd be like, are you joking?
But he did nothing to incapacitate him.
Yeah, like he didn't hit him first. He didn't do anything. He just like, I want to fight you. And then he just snatched his leg. He's like, I'll snatch your leg.
Dragged him.
Yeah,
and
basically.
Like, okay, why doesn't Pac just stand up and take his foot away from you?
Exactly. And then the other part that was, the other part that was funny with that was that, so he agrees because apparently he's scared of getting his ankle broken. Okay, fine. And then he agrees. And then, like you said, and after he agrees, the Death Rider's like, he's right there. And they run up to him and they just kind of like give him this angry stare as he's running away. I'm like, he's literally 3 feet away from you. Like, grab him. Like, he just beat up. He threatened to beat up your friend. And the whole thing is that he wants to fight because he's beaten the rest of the Death Riders. But the one he hasn't beaten up is the guy who has randomly joined. And so he has to fight Pac. He's never fought him, and he needs to beat him so he can say, I've beaten all the Death Riders, which is okay. I mean,
the storylines aren't good, but the actual matches, I think the matches
are good. Yeah, no, the matches are fun. But I just find that that was kind of a weird one. I thought that as far as promos were concerned, I mean, like the other one that was it kind of got saved a little bit into it was the MJF one, where he's, yelling at Bandito and he had the translator and stuff like that. And I thought, fixing his character and everything like that. But then Bandito's like, he's getting all in his face and like, I'll fight you now and this and that. And then, of course, what's it called?
Are
MJF
pushing Bandito so it like means something when MJF beats him, or are they actually pushing Bandito?
Exactly. No. They're just doing it so that MJF can beat him and have it be like, oh, like he insulted him, he did this and that, and so just because like he walked right up to it, and so Bandito's like, I'll fight you right now, or whatever, and MJF just casually, not like he needed to, like, he just casually kicked him right in the nuts. He went right down. I'm like, oh, well, this is a stupid angle and this and that. And then, of course, Bandito then, goes ahead and hits him with a low blow and then, gets control again. But it was like, that got saved, because if he just walked up and kicked him in the nuts and stole his ring and walked away, I'm like, you just buried this guy before the match even happened. I mean, there's nothing you can do with that.
I have to say, I did like hearing JR back. That was good.
Yeah,
nostalgia. He doesn't sound the best, and at times you could tell he wasn't enjoying what he was watching, which Makes sense. He's old school wrestling mind. I mean, this is a very newer, more Japan inspired style.
Yeah. I feel like for him with that, I mean, again, if this was like 1994, he would love it because it's like, oh, like the Japanese style at that point, like kind of, you know, like it was kind of similar to, it was just a more harder hitting style. So it's similar to like the 80s style and the older stuff. Now he's kind of, yeah, you could tell there's a couple matches like, oh, okay, yeah, and he was quiet.
Particularly enjoyed the Young Bucks match, but that was my match of the night. I thought it was fun.
That was a fun one.
And the other thing, so like, and Jack Perry, like 1,000% knows their style. Ricochet knows their style. So when they did that spot where the Young Bucks hoisted up, Jack, you know, held his arm, let him walk the ropes and do that big flip onto Ricochet. Like that was great. That was fun. Like I was like, oh, I remember why I liked these guys in the first place.
Yeah, no, they're not a bad tag team at all. Like they're actually very good. I think that the thing that happens with AEW a lot of the time is that, like, you know, like they always get kind of put back to the forefront whenever they kind of feel like the tag division is getting a little stale. Like they put them back and make them champions again, which is not a bad thing. It's just that, you know, like could they benefit from some people coming over and having some, you know, more working relationship stuff like with, you know, more New Japan tag teams coming over? Yeah, because they actually need some more competition there. I feel like the tag division in AEW always kind of has the ups and downs, but like once they establish a couple of acts that like are good, they kind of ride them so much that people get bored of them, and then there's other teams that don't get to come up and really challenge much.
Do you know do you know who the Don Callis family reminds me of? Raven's Flock.
Yeah.
It's just a menagerie of jobbers.
Yeah. I mean, there's it's almost kind of getting too big too. It's just like because and that's why I understand the Raven's Flock. It's like
Jake something just joined them, Jake Doyle.
Yeah. And it's like you have at any point in time, it started out with like 5 of them or something like that, and now you have at least like 14. It's just like so anytime, and more people join every couple of weeks. Like Andrade joined them, I guess.
Andrade Yulo.
And so at this point, I guess you could say, because I mean Andrade really hasn't done much of any substance since he left.
Yeah, I did see Andrade came.
Yeah,
he popped up.
Andrade's back.
I guess I would say that he does kind of fit into the menagerie of jobs at this point, because he hasn't done anything meaningful.
I mean, you ever see that were elevated above the job, you know, the job window dressing? Yeah. Andrade, I would say, Takeshita, Okada, like these are the guys that are above. What happened to Brian Cage too? Like I don't even see some of the jobbers that were in that family. Like it's kind of bizarre. Yeah.
It's weird because it's like people fall in and out of that family all the time. You wouldn't know.
Pop. Did we talk too much AEW?
One of my main issues with AEW is, the matches can be all great and shit, but if the storylines is shit or horrible, what do the matches really mean?
I mean,
you just enjoy the damn match and shut
exactly. The fuck up. I mean, that's what you came for. Because I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, let's look back on outside of the bloodline. You know, you go back 3-4 years with WWE, the stories were absolutely terrible, but people came to watch the matches. Like Vince definitely wasn't telling good stories; he was just telling stupid stories. And then things that got over that he didn't want to get over, and that were working, he would get mad and he'd just bury stories all the time. So I mean, in the end of it all, you know, you go for the wrestling match. You go to see the actual action in the ring. Like that. That's what makes it.
One more thing about AEW before we move on to Raw. That opening match, did you catch that? Moxley versus Shelton Benjamin?
Yeah.
I thought that was the most I've enjoyed a Moxley match in a while. I didn't like that Shelton lost, but I knew he was going to lose. And the way they did it right next to the wire, like whatever. I knew he was going to take the pin, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Shelton Benjamin made Moxley work an actual match. He didn't do a lot of Moxley does a lot of like no selling that I don't care for, and he does a lot of like the weird bully moves, but he doesn't like hone him in or anything. But Shelton wouldn't let him do anything that, you know, is going to make Shelton look like shit. So like they worked a very respectful match. Moxley didn't treat him like a clown, and Shelton didn't look like one.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, I feel like that's what they kind of miss with Mox is that like he's really fallen into, like you said, like that real like bully persona and this and that, and trying to do a lot of things that like he's you know too strong for certain moves and this and that. It's just like I think he would be a better on screen product himself.
Well, did you notice he was selling Shelton stuff? There were a few things where it looked like he shrugged it off a bit and didn't give it enough. And then you notice the next one Shelton hit him with was a little stiffer. And it's like then Moxley got with the program. Like, yes, you're gonna sell my stuff. Because let's face it, if Shelton decides to, he could shoot still, I'm sure.
Oh, cool.
That was an NCAA wrestler.
Yeah.
Wasn't he crying on the way to the ring or some shit? What the hell is wrong with him?
Who?
Shelton Benjamin. They said he cried.
Oh, I don't know.
You didn't see that part?
No.
I came in about 1 minute late.
Huh.
I didn't see him crying at all. I thought he was just kind of doing it, you know.
That's all I seen about it was he cried. I don't know if I thought it was during that match, but okay.
I don't know. I know that Moxley selling more would definitely help. It would make the matches look a little better. I know obviously like against talent that he doesn't feel is on his level. Like if you're going against a Darby Allin or even a speedball Mike Bailey, where he's just bigger than him, it's just like okay. But if you sell a little bit, it makes the match look more entertaining. Other than you're beating somebody up that can't, and because that kills the other guy's offense. Even if they do a good move, it's just like, well, how am I supposed to believe that when you shrugged off the last three things he did? So,
all right, well let's talk about something everybody watched, and that's CM Punk versus Braun Breaker. What'd you think, Biggie?
I think Punk's been doing great this year. He's my MVP of 2025. I think he got the best match out of Breaker he's had all year. And Breaker muffed up a couple moves. He should be able to do the Frankensteiner, but I thought he landed on his head, but it looks like he took most of it on his forearm. And I really didn't. I thought that Punk was going to lose the way all of the damn gimmicks were coming in. There was so much shit. They turned CM Punk into like an unbeatable force at this point because I mean he took on everything. Everything hit him.
The run-in without, I don't know. I thought the run-in looked a little bit much. I would have rather no interference.
It didn't need to be. I mean, it was like finisher after finisher after finisher. He could have got pinned at any moment, and it was just like, what the fuck? But yeah, I would have appreciated a more simplistic match, but I mean, he did get the most out of him, I think, honestly. Breaker looked pretty good, besides a couple moves. He's very limited. He's still green. I'm glad he didn't win because I think he's too green to be champ.
I think so. I saw something where they were saying that like debating on and I didn't watch the whole thing, but I saw something debating on whose fault that botch actually was. Like, did Braun lean back too far? Was CM Punk not really in the right position to take it? Because and then looking at it, it kind of looks like it was a little bit of both. Like that, Braun was trying to go up too quick, trying to do the move quicker than Punk was ready for, and then he fell and hit his head, and then just. I think that the problem for Braun is that I think that I don't think he's green. I wouldn't say so much he's green. I think that like they don't want him to be the champion yet. Like they definitely want him to win either Rumble or WrestleMania. That's the thing because they said that they want him to win it on a bigger stage, like a grander stage, is what Triple H said. And that's fine. The problem that you have though is just that like I mean I think also too like they wanted that to be.
You remember the 6-way where he landed on his head? Remember that?
I'm trying to think. It sounds familiar. I'm trying to think. Are you talking about? Trying to
It
think
seems like every match he bashes his brains. I think he's pretty green, but that's cool.
I mean,
He did spring up there pretty quick too, like you said. Like I think Punk told him slow the fuck down. It's the only reason they got the second one off.
now it's funny because I heard, I talk wrestling with Dr. Von Hoot, and he's kind of like Pop, where Pop prefers prefers WWE, DVH prefers AEW. But he said that he thought CM Punk was like really sluggish and slow.
Yeah, that's
I
what I was
didn't
getting
feel
ready
that way. I thought he was working a CM Punk match, playing the slow, methodical. Like he's not gonna dominate the match. He's gonna be in the selling position most of the time because you're trying to make Braun Breaker, but still provide a good win for CM Punk, right? Like.
Yeah,
That's what
I mean,
thought
compared
was
to
happening, but apparently, some people out there do feel that he looked slow and not on his game.
compared to AEW Punk, dude, he's wrestling at a way better clip right now. Because in AEW, he's botching every other match. I haven't really seen him fuck up too bad lately.
No, and you're never going to see Punk do a double hurricanrana with a gainer through a flaming table off of two ladders. Like that's not his style. He works a more the old style of wrestling.
Safe, clean kind of wrestling, yeah.
Bret Hart. He's the modern Bret Hart, right?
Yeah.
Punk has always been slow.
I don't know about that. I
Say
mean,
that
he's
slow. I think when people
Ring
are
of
saying
Honor.
slow, what they should say is like methodical, no wasted movement, right? Not a lot of sabotage.
That's what the pros tell you to do in the first place. They say slow it down. So I don't know. I don't know how slow it is.
Oh, yeah, I remember that time that Hulk Hogan came out and did three stage dives before the match started.
Right.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, I think that where people come from and where that can be a bad matchup, depending on what you're doing and how you're doing it, is that Braun Breaker can move very quickly. Like he's a very fast and agile guy. CM Punk is old now. I mean that's the reality. He's an older guy, so yeah, he'll take it slower and this and that. And I think that's kind of like I think that's where you had that clash where it's like it's sometimes tough to communicate.
He's intentionally working like as the old man in the ring.
No.
Right?
I don't think he's doing anything to try to hurt or slow anything. I think that basically ability wise, like maybe he can't move as quickly as I can. So I think it's a combination of both. I think that you have a young guy that can move quickly and this and that, and the other guys maybe not set all the way, and it's just like, okay, hold on, like get back to, because they haven't worked a ton of matches together. So I think that's kind of the problem too, is that they have to kind of learn to feel things out and figure out where the timing's going to be so that it doesn't come off badly. I don't know that I don't think it was a bad match. I mean, obviously that botch made things, obviously it amplifies everything and makes it look worse than what it would
before this match, dude. Breaker's been looking like he could only do one or two moves for like half a year. Like that's all we got out of him. When was his most normal match since this one? When was a traditional Breaker match? Let me know.
He, I would say, like he was able to do more and I think get more stuff out of NXT. So I think that's the difference. I think that like
I'm saying the last 6 months he's been doing the spear and maybe another move. Like he hasn't been doing much really. Like he did. Was he in a tag match? Was it like his last halfway normal match and he buffed that one up pretty bad? I haven't seen him work a good match in a while, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean he does like they're making him do a lot more the Steiner type stuff. So he's gonna do his spear, he's gonna do some suplexes, and that they're pretty much trying to simplify him down. But he has enough athleticism to do a lot more than that. And I think that he moves quicker than Punk was ready for, and I think that's what that's what accounted for that botch, was that like he was ready to go and Punk.
I mean, he looked like a freaking deer. He was like agile as shit jumping up on them ropes. I'm just saying, I haven't seen him work a match in a while.
He not to make Biggie's entire point, but I would agree with Biggie in that. What do you think the biggest things that happened for him in 2025 was, besides the heel turn on Seth Rollins? I would say it was his execution of I Show Speed, which really wasn't a match. It was a move.
Yeah.
But that got so many views. I had non-wrestling friends sharing that with me. Oh, you're a wrestling fan, Becker. Did you see this? Yes, I saw that. Like,
yeah. And that's what TKO wants, is those viral moments. That's why
they're all about getting a good viral moment going.
So, I mean, and in the end, I mean, that's really, I would say, the downfall with a lot of WWE stuff right now is that it's all just viral moments. They only want those one, those big moments, and that's it. They really don't care so much about the stories that they're telling. They don't really, it seems like, to me at least, they don't care about the stories that they're telling so much. They don't care more about, they don't so much care about consistency in what they're doing. And it's just, if you can put out a viral moment, good. We'll put you to the front. We'll feature you more. That's why Logan Paul is in the Vision, because, and that's why Austin Theory's in the Vision. Why? Because he's a guy that can, do athletically cool stuff. So it's just like, oh, like you'll get a viral moment jumping off of something.
I do feel, though, that Bron Breakker has a bright future. I think he's very good. I don't want to make it sound like I don't think he can do stuff, but yeah, I do think he was trying too hard to make things happen. Yeah, which resulted in a few botches. The match maybe didn't look as good as I had hoped it would. Another thing is, I know, like, Bron's the guy they're really planning to push for the future, but I hope they don't forget about guys like Logan Paul and Austin Theory, who finally seems to be back in the good graces of the company. So I think Austin Theory has a bright future, maybe brighter than Braun's, like, because I think he's more polished now, than Bron Breakker is.
He has potential. I know he wrestled good before. I just want to see him do a couple good matches. I think he's capable. He just hasn't done it for me lately. Do some standing suplexes. Do some of them classic Steiner standing suplexes. I'll be happy. Just do something.
What's hurting WWE is not as many house shows, which is a TKO choice.
I mean, what y'all think about the AJ Styles smack from Gunther? Or Gunther getting smacked by AJ Styles? Y'all like that? Y'all want none? I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean, he's the next guy's going to get fed to. I mean, unfortunately for AJ,
I don't know if he's going to get fed. I think AJ's going to beat him.
No, Gunther, they're trying to rebuild Gunther again, so he's had
enough baby food. He needs to get smacked around.
I mean, that's all well and good, but he's in the end of it all. He's still, I mean, they put him over Cena, so it's just like they're not giving up on him.
You're probably right, but I'm gonna roll with AJ, dude. I hope he wins.
I think that, considering that AJ's on his way out, they should do something with him to build him and make him, give him another run. I don't even know if it has to necessarily be a world title run. It would be nice if they give him the world title, but he's just, I mean, you can tell that space is already, just filled up with people that they want to make forward, like Bron Breakker, whenever Rollins comes back, CM Punk. They have a bunch of people in a row they want to be in that spot, and but I think AJ deserves a world title run, even if it's a short one, even if it's just like, all right, you take it from SummerSlam to, I don't know, SummerSlam to what's after that? What's the next big event after SummerSlam? I think it would be
War Games or something, probably something weird.
Not quite that long. They basically, so give it to them from the end of, I would say, like July to September.
I think it's a little too early for him to get retired. I do know it's in his home country or whatever, but it would be a heck of a bump if AJ won, I think people would enjoy it. So
Yeah,
even the foreigners would probably cheer for him, honestly.
yeah. I think he's if it's not this year, it's next year that he might be done like because I think he's towards the end of everything because I think he has something like he wants to stop like he wants to wrestle. I said either until he's 50 or something like that. Like he doesn't want to be past 50 wrestling. I remember him saying something of that nature.
And what's my boy's name? Javon Evans. He's he now?
Yep.
What y'all think about that kid?
He's cool. He's definitely
like
a high
more
flyer.
if he was a little bigger.
I think does he remind you a little bit of Ricochet?
Yes,
I think he's better than Ricochet.
But I think there's a ceiling because of the size. Do you agree, Biggie, or do you think he can? Would you put him in a main event? You would.
He's in the top 5 workers. I think he's better than Dom. He's more physical than Dom, and he can jump higher than anybody.
Party then?
I'd push him hard. I'd push him to the ceiling, dude. I think that's the future.
He was a smaller guy, but because of the style he worked, he was able to compete with the big guys.
I think he's better than a lot of small guys. He's one of the best small guys. I mean, skinny. Kind of reminds. If I'm gonna compare him to somebody, I'm gonna say Kofi Kingston.
Yeah.
But I don't know where his ceiling is, even with them being small, because he wrestles big guys and he looks fucking phenomenal.
Could he pack on like 10, 20 pounds of muscle?
He's kind of like a Rey Mysterio with another foot. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. He's already got a nice little body, just skinny. You know, he's going to put on some weight.
I like him. How old
I
is
love
he?
him.
Let's see.
I don't know.
This will change how I feel about his ceiling, maybe too. Because if he's really young, then he's got.
Oh, he's stupid young.
Yeah, he's 21. He's 21. He's 6'1".
He's 21.
Yeah, he's a baby.
Dude, they call him the young OG, dude. He is so good, bro.
Born in 2004. My God, I've been married almost this dude's entire life.
Uh-huh.
Age 21. Okay, I changed my position. By 25 to 26 years old, that guy will be a world champion.
I think so, dude. He's kind of like the little guy that can. He reminds me of like Mysterio, Kofi. He's just super good, bro. The matches he had with that big dude, the champ that just dropped the belt. I don't even know, Antunga or whatever the hell his name is. Obafemi. Yeah, he looked really good in those matches. So I think he can work with anybody. I think he's just generational talent. Tripp Williams said he's already better than him.
Yeah. Yeah, I think. I mean, he's definitely got room to grow, which is, you know, he's being as young as he is. But I think that too. You know, he's gonna do well. You know, like mid card wise. You know, giving him, you know, like the smaller championships throughout. So he'll be fun to watch. I think having him on the main roster is good because he reminds me kind of like how he reminds me a little bit like Carmelo Hayes. Like they were really quick to want to like bring him in and do things with him. So I could see his run kind of mirroring his, and then eventually, like, you know, maybe, you know, getting him into main events quicker than Carmelo Hayes would be in a main event. Because I don't think Carmelo Hayes is gonna really main event anything for another couple years. I think within like I would say like this, within the next 5 years or so, I could see Carmelo Hayes main eventing something. Javon Edwards, I could see main eventing within the next 3 to 4 years. Absolutely.
Well, guys, I don't know how much I have to talk. Does anybody have a topic or any matches they watched this week they want to talk about?
That's good.
For the most part, you know, not much. I mean, I remember something that Papa said about saying that about Sasha, aka Mercedes Moné. I have to disagree with you on that. I don't think that she's done worse since leaving AEW. Since leaving WWE. Like she's actually done a lot. Like she's, you know, been great internationally. She's, you know, good on AEW because they keep putting her over on stuff like that. But she overall has done well. Like, and then on top of that too, in between doing that and movies and stuff like that, like she's doing fine. I don't think that she really could have benefited more in WWE than she already did. That's why she left, and now in AEW she's able to be Ulta Monet. Like she's she grabbed 14 different titles or whatever it was over time and everything else. So I mean, like she's creating, I think, a better legacy than what WWE would have had for her. And if she chooses to go back one day, yeah, she'll be an even bigger star than when she left. So again, they'll do like the Cody thing where it's just like, she wasn't getting paid as much. Now if she comes back, she's worth 10 times more. So what are you gonna do? So I think that she's doing fine outside of WWE, and she'll continue to thrive outside of it.
What do you guys think about Dom hurting himself wrestling his dad, fucking his shoulder up? What do you think about that?
I think just it sucks for him, but I mean, in a way, he's kind of just a mouthpiece a lot of the time, so he can still do his thing and be kind of annoying in the backstage. So he'll still have his time to shine. It's unfortunate because he was very good this year. Like, I'll say that much. Like, he was really good. I think he's come into his own a lot. I think he's really figured out his character, what works for him. So I think for him it's unfortunate that it happened, but he still can be kind of just a annoyance around the ring and backstage and everything like that. So he'll be all right.
I feel bad for him because it was like a reverse DDT and it was Rey Mysterio. Like, it would have made sense with a bigger body, but you got hurt with your own dad is kind of weird to me. It just makes me a little worried about his limits, like being able to handle certain things.
Well, I wonder if that's a lingering. Like, I wonder if he was hurt before that and just one of those things that like he was already kind of hurting, but like this just was the straw that broke the camel's back, and now it's like, oh well, now he's actually he probably needed to take a break before this, but now he's forced to because he's actually out of action. So,
do you think it was any way Mysterio's fault? Because I always heard Mysterio is about as easy to work with as you can get. You think it could have been? No, it could be a gimmick. It could be a gimmick. I don't think it was Mysterio's fault.
That is true. It could be. He could just be doing it to like take a little bit of a break and then be perfectly fine. Like that's the problem with WWE booking these injuries to look like, oh, this is like the Seth Rollins thing. Like oh, he's legitimately hurt. He's not coming, and all of a sudden he's back. A little bit later, it's just like like when you work people too much, they don't know what's real anymore.
I know, dude.
All right. Well. Pop, are you good with this week? Oh, you got something?
Just FYI, 6 Feet Under podcast with Undertaker and Michelle McCool was phenomenal this week with AJ Styles.
Well, that would be what would save it.
Is he was on just as a guest, or is he actually like okay? Yeah, AJ
we didn't.
Few hosts.
We didn't talk about what's her name coming back, but I don't think we need to.
Who?
Mick Uncool.
Oh God, yeah.
We'll skip on that.
Yeah, I'm good if Michelle McCool. I really want to save it for when I get us all T-shirts. If she does, if the last time is now tour of Michelle McCool happens. I will buy everybody a T-shirt.
We'll wait till we see her in the ring at least. We'll wait till give her a little brief. See, maybe she'll do something good.
Oh, yeah, one of the great. I'm sure Dave Meltzer is saving 8 stars for her.
There it is. See, I've had these saved in my pocket for a one-time occasion. Michelle McCool is back.
I'm gonna say this. I think that it was the smartest booking that WWE's done, and it's pretty pitiful that they're bringing back someone to work in the ring to save a podcast at this point. So that's where booking's at this point.
Yeah, that really does say, and everybody in WWE has a podcast. That's crazy.
Yeah,
it's worth it though.
Tours. Like, I know AJ's been doing the podcast tour through all the WWE approved podcasts. So, whatever. That's fine. I don't care. Maybe I'll even listen to it. Sometimes I like to listen to podcasts at work.
Yeah.
So anyway, guys, I mean, I will obviously not have much going on this weekend. Next week, I'm going to local wrestling, so I won't be on here. Always support Big Shack Network, Bleeker. Boston Chris, what's going on with you?
This week, just Church of Bleeker on Sunday. We had the hunt last week, so there's no hunt this week.
That show got the ratings bump, probably.
Probably. Yeah, there's a guy on there that actually, I know something I could have brought up to you. How did you feel about Mercedes Moné getting caked? Because I know that that could be a traumatic thing for somebody.
I said it was a terrible caking. Like she went at it kind of awkward and like too enthusiastically. It's an art. Most people wouldn't understand.
She got powerbombed onto it. I was like, I hope she shows up in a back brace after being powerbombed onto the cake. Because
Yeah, I mean, cake's no joke. You can really get injured for years, really.
I mean, it never really goes away. It never heals.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just church on Sunday, and then never know where I'll pop up. I don't have anything as far as on my channel. I'm not sure. I don't think me and Huda are doing a graphic hunt this week. I think maybe next week we're doing one because I think he has some time next week. So we'll go ahead and discuss some topics in books and comics and everything else when that comes up. But other than that, that's all I got.
Biggie?
Oh man, network's back into normal rotation. We got Animal Man 5 done Wednesday. Today we did Hot 5 Commandments, me and Tim, and tomorrow we will be having Collector Club, and I think Oxen Samuelson, Man Caves, the Universal Banger Champion, will be in action.
Nice.
And I'll be doing the top 10 network members, collectors of the year pretty soon. So,
Nice.
That's it.
Papa Wheelie. You got any auctions or anything this week?
Hot.
Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. And I'm out too. Oh my God!